What's up, friends? So today I am back with a haul, and this is my Africa haul. All the little souvenirs and everything that we picked up while we were in Africa. I originally was kind of hoping that I would go country by country because we did 5 different countries on our Africa trip, but I don't know. We're in Africa in November and it's now February. Not gonna lie, might forget where some of this stuff came from, but I think for the most part, I think I got it. So let's just get into this. So the first country that we were in was Namibia, and one of the first things I got is this little wooden bowl. I just loved it. Almost looks like zebra stripes on the inside and almost like giraffe pattern on the rim. I just thought it was so pretty, and I just got this in a little shop in Swakopmund. And yeah, this was like one of the very first purchases we made in Namibia. Very cute. Another thing that I picked up when we were in Swakopmund is just this table runner. And this is actually in the hotel that we stayed at in Swakopmund. Actually had like a little gift shop area, and they had some table runners, and I loved this one. I just love the zebras on it. So yeah, another super early purchase in Namibia. Next up is this cute little hippo. He's made out of ironwood. I knew I wanted to come home with a little hippo. I actually also got a little wooden hippo for Em and also my dad, and I just thought they were so cute. And I definitely got this guy at the hotel we were staying at in Zambia, but they sold similar wooden hippos in every country that we went to. But yeah, I just love him, and he sits on my boat shelf. Little hippo. Let's just like go through all the little animals that I got. So then I also got a little zebra. So this is made out of basalt. I might be mispronouncing it, but it's a dark volcanic rock that the main bedrock of Victoria Falls consists of. So a lot of their animals and carvings that you can buy are made out of that same stone. So this is just a little zebra made out of that stone. And then I also got a cheetah made out of the same stone. I knew I had to get some sort of cheetah souvenir. I ended up getting a lot of cheetah souvenirs, but yeah, this is just out of that same stone, little cheetah. Another cheetah. This one I got in South Africa in Cape Town, and it's made in South Africa. And this sort of glass technique is a Japanese technique, and I can't remember what it's called, but I just thought it was so unique because it kind of looks all cracked. I actually got this at the top of Table Mountain. They had like a big gift shop, and that's where I got this cheetah. This little guy, he's a painted dog. Also got him in South Africa. There is this huge market that is all local artisans, and it's called the Watershed. And so we spent quite a bit of time there, and that's where we got the bulk of our souvenirs because we were in South Africa at the very end of our trip, and that's where we did a lot of our Christmas shopping and gifts. And one of the shops, it was just all hand-carved animals, and then all the dark markings are all wood burned. And so I love a good wood burn. And so I really wanted to paint a dog. I was really excited that we actually got to see a pack of painted dogs in the wild because they're quite rare to see, so that was exciting. So I just wanted a little painted dog as a memory, and he's very cute. Another little wooden souvenir that we got again at the watershed from a different vendor than the painted dog, or they're also called African wild dogs. But there was this one shop that had all these different little vehicles that were handmade out of wood, and we wanted to get a little something that represented the Jimny that we rented, and this one looked a lot like the Jimny. It even had the roof rack, and like we had our gas can at the top of our roof rack. And yeah, it's just this cute little Jeep-like car. Looked a lot like our Jimny that we spent a lot of time in, saw a lot of animals in. One other thing that I knew I wanted to come home with was some sort of wooden giraffe. And so this is the guy that I got. He's like a decent size. Honestly, I would have loved to have brought home one even bigger, but there's just no way we could get it on the plane. So this was like pretty much the biggest size that I could go. He was in my carry-on, like sticking out, but he survived the trip. I just love like the dark red wood of this guy. So cute. Love him. This is a little trinket that I also got in Zambia. This was actually just gifted to me by one of the sellers at one of the market stalls. And this is actually the symbol of Victoria Falls. I think I purchased the zebra from him, and so then as a gift he also gave me this little necklace. Might be a little hard to see, but it's basically kind of looks like a dragon, and then it spirals down into a point. Another thing I picked up at just one of the little markets, this one was in Zimbabwe. It's just a little soap dish that has a little hippo coming out. I thought it was so cute, and our plan is to do a major renovation on our bathroom upstairs. And one of the bathrooms in our hotels, I want to say it was in Zambia, it could have been in Zimbabwe, but we really like the design, and so we're kind of using it as inspiration when we redesign our bathroom. So it's going to have a little bit of an African vibe, and so this soap dish will be perfect once we get that renovation finished. Always got to pick up something for Conan when we go away, so I brought him this cute little hyena. And I also just wanted to bring myself home a little stuffed cheetah. It's so cute. He just sits on my bookshelf. Little cheetah. I love them. So excited that not only did we get to hang out with a pair of cheetah, but we also saw one in the wild run across the road, which was a highlight. It was so fast, didn't even get a picture or like any video footage of it because it happened so quickly, but it was just so cool to actually see one in the wild. That was my number one thing that I wanted to see, and so awesome that it happened, because a lot of the animals, it's almost guaranteed, you're gonna see elephant, you're gonna see zebra, you're gonna see giraffe, but cheetah's a hard one to see. So the fact that we saw one, phenomenal. A couple pieces of art that we picked up. I got this cheetah print at one of the markets in Zimbabwe. I love it. I will eventually get a nice little frame for it and put it up somewhere, but for now I'm just keeping it in an envelope to keep it nice and safe. Then another piece of artwork that we picked up is this awesome painting of a herd of elephants on canvas. So it was actually really easy to bring home because we can just roll it up. And I do plan on taking this to one of the local art stores because I would like to actually get it wrapped on a frame and then we can just hang it up. I think that's what I want to do. There's still, I may just get it nicely framed, but I do like the look of art wrapped around just on a canvas, so I think that's what I'm gonna do with this guy. I always collect magnets when I'm traveling. Our freezer downstairs is just covered in magnets from all of our travels. So I picked up quite a few. So the ones that I picked up in Namibia, I got this leopard giraffe. I really like these because they're carved a bit into the magnet and then painted, which I thought was quite nice. Warthog crossing sign. I loved all of the Animal Crossing signs that we saw, because in Canada you'll see like deer. I'm trying to think if there's even any other ones. They're mostly just warning of deer. At least in Ontario, there's probably some moose one. But there was like elephant ones, wild dog ones, warthog ones. So I just loved seeing all the different ones. Then we got the big 5 in the shape of Africa. Then in Zambia, I just got a hand-painted one with the colors of the flag on it. Got this one in Zimbabwe. It's a cute little hippo. Then in Botswana, little Botswana flag. And then when we were in Cape Town, we went to the top of Table Mountain, so I just got a Table Mountain magnet. And then also at the same gift shop, I got a penguin crossing one. And beware baboons, because we saw quite a few baboons while we were there. So last couple things before we move into clothes. I got this cute little coin purse. Again, I got this in Cape Town, and it just has a African wild dog lounging on a fancy couch. They had tons of different items that were similar artwork, different animals, lounging on different types of couches. This is by the company Whimsical Collection, and I fell in love with that artwork. They had pillows, they had bags, they had art prints, so many different things you can get. There were so many that I wanted. But I just got 2 pieces from that collection, so I got the coin purse, and then I got this cheetah bag. As soon as I saw this, I thought, there's no way I can leave without getting this. Cheetah lounging on a couch, and then we've got some other African birds on there, mainly the hornbill, which was the bird that I wanted to see the most, which we saw a few, hornbill, zazu, and yeah, I just love this. And so at first I thought, okay, this is the bag I'm gonna get to bring home some of my souvenirs in, which it was. And it's a really nice tote. It's got like a nice little magnetic clasp, and it does have a zipper pouch there, and it holds quite a bit. But since we ended up doing quite a bit more shopping when we were in Cape Town, because we just thought, you know what, it's November, we're gonna go home, we're like a month to Christmas, and let's just get a bunch of our Christmas presents for our family while we're here, some unique things. So we ended up needing to get another bag. And so again, at the watershed, at this huge artisan market, I got myself this big cheetah bag. And yeah, it's like really thick and padded, and then it's just got, you know, kind of like cheetahs all over it. Some cheetah print, and then some actual cheetahs on it. And it's really well made. You can just take it by the 2 handles. It also has a handle on the one end, and then a nice shoulder strap. Lots of room in it. It's got some pouches on the inside, and so this was perfect. We packed a lot of stuff in this, and then I ended up having, like, I checked this bag because it was too big for carry-on, plus I already had my 2 carry-on. But I figured my bag that I usually use if I'm just going away for weekends, my duffel bag is falling apart, and so I had been wanting to replace it anyways. So it was perfect. I replaced it with this, and I love it because it's covered in cheetahs. And then the last thing I got this at the Safari Lodge in Zimbabwe, in the gift shop there, and it's just a beautiful scarf. But I loved it. I mean, I loved the color. this purpley blue and then kind of a taupey color. But what I really loved is there's some different animals on it. So we've got like a zebra, and then we've got Africa with a zebra print on it. And then there's a cheetah with Africa and cheetah print. And then again, giraffe, Africa, giraffe print. And yeah, it's just those three animals, and I loved it. And I've been wearing this to work as a little accent scarf. So we're not done yet. That's all of the little trinkets and everything that we brought home. But let's just move on to the clothes that I got. So the first thing I got, again, I got this in Cape Town at the Watershed, is this leopard bomber jacket. I mean, it's not real silk, but it kind of feels silky. It's a little thinner, but then it's kind of got like a jersey stretch down at the bottom. And it does have two pockets. These are all like handmade, and I will say that I think the one pocket is like a little further back than the other, but I don't care. I fell in love with this as soon as I saw it. I thought I need to get this jacket. I just love this print. I love the fit. It's so cute. I've already worn it to work a ton, and it's nice and light, so you can wear this easily in the summer. Like you could wear this all year round. Just something layered underneath, and I love it. It's by the company called Rush. Yeah, and it's all made in South Africa. Love it. This is also the first time I'm using my new mics that I got, so I'm a little awkward because I'm going to try and hold it for this part of the haul. But I might go like this, which I don't want to do. Anyway, moving on. So the next thing I got is this like little safari shirt. I got this in Namibia. I got this in Etosha National Park. A lot of the staff wear something very similar. It has the Etosha logo here, the gem spot on it, which I just really liked. And so I kind of, I wanted a couple safari shirts. Probably look cute tucked in. I just like threw it on. Could also just wear it open, pretty plain, but I just, I wanted something that said Etosha on it because that's where we saw a lot of animals, and it was so amazing. I can't even, but yeah, so yeah, I was really excited. I had a hard time finding this. Every camp that we were at, they had these, but they were always sold out of my size until we went through the last camp. We weren't staying there, but we just kind of stopped in, and I quickly ran into their gift shop, and they had one in small, so had to pick it up. Next item of clothing, another safari shirt. This is African Nature. I think that's the brand. I can't quite read the name there, but this is definitely like more the higher end. It's supposed to have like SPF in the fabric, super breathable, and learned like it's super hot there and you just want to wear t-shirts and tank tops, but in some of the areas we were in, the bugs were wild, and I wore shorts a couple times on safaris, and I still have marks where there were bug bites. I mean, we were on malaria pills, so like, that was all good, but definitely see why people just wear long pants and long sleeve shirts. So I did want to actually pick up like a really good one while we were there, and this one's nice because it is long sleeve, but you can roll it up, and there's a little button here so you can actually have slightly shorter sleeves, and yeah, it's just really lightweight and a little bit more form-fitted, a little bit more flattering, and I just figured this would probably be just a nice shirt to have in case we ever go back, or these are like even, I don't really fish, but I didn't have any good shirts for being on safari going over there. So I wanted to pick one up and really happy with this one. Now we're really into the Rachel shirts. This is, I think, one of the first things I bought. Bought this in Namibia. It was just like this big rest stop area that had this just huge gift shop and market. And you could actually like sit down, get food, get drinks, and just hang out there. And I saw this cheetah kind of tie-dye shirt. It's actually a WWF shirt. And I had to have it because it's got a cheetah face on it. I love animal shirts. And I wore this traveling home, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of felt a little embarrassed because I realized I was wearing my cheetah shirt, and then I had my cheetah tote bag and then my cheetah big bag, and I'm like, I look like a crazy cheetah lady. It clearly looks like I'm obsessed with cheetahs. I mean, I am. I love them. They're amazing. But I was just like, oh my goodness, this is maybe a little bit too much. But regardless, this shirt is amazing, and I love it. All about the tie-dye right now. Next shirt. Got this in a big mall in Cape Town. And this is just graphic tee, good vibes, by Afrika Joe. So in the mall there was this little kiosk, and it was just a t-shirt kiosk. It's by the company Afrika Joe, and they just had all these awesome graphic tees that are all Africa themed, and I fell in love with them. I actually got 3. I'm not gonna try them all on. They're all like the same fit. So the first one I got, just the lion playing the guitar. And Jesse actually got one too, and then we got one for his dad. Jesse's is perfect for him. It's a rhino beetle, I think that's what they're called. And he's like got this big travel backpack. He's got like a walking stick. It just says travel bug on it, which is 100% Jesse. So I saw it and I said, you have to go home with that t-shirt. It is you, it is perfect. So he did. So we got this one, and they're really nice quality shirts. Like the fabric is nice and stretchy. It's not like your normal just like boxy graphic tee. They're a little bit more form-fitted, and they're really nice. So, and they do have a website. So if you're into any of these t-shirts or Afrika Joe, check it out. So the next t-shirt I got just says Wild Thing. It's got the African wild dog. Love it. And then I just got this, I think it's a type of porcupine. I mean, it's obviously a porcupine. We didn't see any of these. They probably have a more specific name. I'm not sure. But, and he's just wearing some funky glasses. And what I kind of like, it's almost like a little Easter egg. Because looking at this, you wouldn't necessarily know right away that it came from Africa. But all of the Afrika Joe t-shirts, even if they don't mention Africa or say Afrika Joe on them, the Afrika Joe logo is just like the continent of Africa, and so there's always at least that in every t-shirt. So for instance, this one, his irises are actually the continent of Africa, and then in the wild dog one, actually the G is the little continent logo. So there's little Easter eggs everywhere. This one obviously just says Afrika Joe straight on it. 2 more items. We're getting there. I know this is big. All right, so the next item I have is a pair of lounge pants. I got these again at the Watershed. Wouldn't normally pair this shirt with them, but I mean, man, who knows? They're lounge pants. They just have all these, I'm gonna say they're cheetahs just by their build. And then just all the tropical flowers and leaves, and then just a bunch of cheetahs. And I fell in love with them. As soon as we walked into the market, this was like one of the first shops that we saw. And I didn't go in, but then I did go back because I absolutely fell in love with them. Love the print. And then the last pair of pants, I'll show them up close first and then I'll put them on. I got these, one of the little markets. I believe this was in Zimbabwe. But they're just like, they're almost like a little jogger style pant. Kind of tie-dye, but then with zebras at the bottom. And they're cuffed at the bottom. Super cheap, like there's not much to them, but I loved them. And I was just like, yeah, I have to get them, so let's try them on. I love these pants. Very thin, lightweight. These will be really nice in the summer. Again, would not pair them with the shirt, probably just a nice white flowy t-shirt, but they're so comfy. And these ones, like, there's a pocket on the right side. I don't know if there was supposed to be, but there's no pocket on the left side. But again, they were super inexpensive, and I just thought they were super, super fun. Jesse really liked them too, so I mean, I don't. Some pants don't have any pockets, so the fact that it has one is at least nice. I just think it feels a little lopsided when I go to put my hands in pockets. But yeah, super cute. Have a drawstring. You can wear them a little bit more high-waisted, but it's nice because they're cuffed at the bottom. They're not going to drag because I'm short. Super fun pants, and can't wait to wear them this summer. I mean, I'm not one to not wear these out in public. I think they're super fun. One last thing that I totally forgot to mention that I got because it's at work is I also got this little stone blue hippo. It's so cute. I bought it with the idea that I wanted to have something at work on my desk that I got from Africa. And so he sits there. And I also got a green one, and I gave that one to Kate, and he's just so cute. So that is everything that I got. I know it's a lot, but it was hard because you just don't know when you're going to be back, if you're going to be back. I mean, we hope to go back to Africa at some point, but just don't know when that's going to be. And so just wanted to bring some stuff back to remind us of that amazing, amazing trip. So that is going to conclude this haul, and I will see you next time.